Let me finish this pot of coffee. We'll be good. Slugging down coffee at 8:30 at night. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. So I guess we have a couple pieces of business to attend to. First of all, I think we have decided to do a Secret Santa with the 5 of us because we all love each other so much, guys. Aw, isn't that nice?
Wow.
My wife has agreed to help us out and has done assignments for everybody. And I was like, just make sure I don't get Chris because I don't know what to get. And she was like, don't mess with the sanctity of the collection or the selection, she said. And I said, okay.
Really, she's Santa, we're the elves.
Yeah, she's...
Generally, yeah.
I think she's the elf and we are each a component of Santa to each other. Isn't that
so is
how
this
it
like a
works?
Voltron thing? Can I be like Santa's right arm?
Yeah, as you may have surmised, a group of guys that play games that involve magic math rocks, we tend to overthink things. So I think we've probably done that on this as well. But I think it's still going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, so we'll send each other some gifts and things. It'll be nice, guys. I'm so excited.
You guys all have like Dollar
do
Generals or dollar stores in you, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's our dollar maximum? $25 max.
I'm going to exceed it, just so you guys know.
Okay.
Because I already know who I have, and I already know what I'm getting.
Oh well.
So,
Okay. So what are you going to spend, Bill?
I don't know. I'm not telling you.
Well, we need to know what our maximum
It
is.
doesn't matter what I spend.
It does.
It doesn't.
Okay. You've convinced
Because
me.
I was gonna get this form anyways.
Oh. Just looking for an excuse, huh? All right.
Well,
So
now I
already-
have one.
All right,
Secret
Mike.
Santa's ruined. Okay.
Mike, set a dollar amount for us then, Mike.
$25, I think, would be
25.
good.
All right.
That's all I'm willing
It's
to do.
probably not going to be much more than that because I know what it is.
Can't even get fucking postage for $25 nowadays.
No shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn
That doesn't
inflation.
count postage.
Just sending everybody cookies again.
I'm so excited to do Secret Santa with you
It'll be
guys.
fun.
And the other thing I guess I should tell you guys that you don't know yet is that I have onboarded a couple listener NPCs so far. I've visited with some of the people that submitted NPCs. Everybody's super cool, but I do have a story to share about one interaction, and this dovetails with something that we talked about a little bit earlier off the air, which is that I'm not so good with calendars. And I would say, fellas, if you were to rate my ability to look at a calendar and understand the day of the week or, when something is scheduled in relation to what day it is right now, you would probably place me where on a scale of 1 to 10?
2.
2.
It's being generous.
That's
We'll go with
very
2.
generous.
I put you on the scale where the paralegal does that. For you.
You know to delegate.
I mean, yeah,
You're notoriously not a calendar person. We get it.
that's the perk of, So I'm talking to one of these guys, and I'm like, well, we should talk a little bit about where I think your person ought to go and when I think this will happen and, everything like that. And I'm going like, okay, let's see, Thursday the 17th. Yeah. We can talk then. I'm not doing anything Thursday the 17th. And, this person's like, yeah, that works for me. So then I go about my day. Right. And then I'm like, oh crap. I can't talk to this person on Thursday the 17th because I didn't look at the calendar. So I'm like, okay, well, so I text him again on our Discord server and I'm like, oh, hey man, I can't talk to you on the 17th. Can we push it a week to the 24th? And then this guy is like, listen, I can see the dots going up and down like he's typing and then he's not. And then he's deleting, he's typing. And then finally this guy goes, that's Thanksgiving, Mike. And I'm like, I don't even know you, but you already know me enough to know that you just call me out on like, it's Thanksgiving. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. It is Thanksgiving. I was like, well, I can't do that either.
Oh my God.
Did you get all defensive? No, I can't do Thanksgiving.
I was surprisingly not defensive. I was just sort of like, oh, this is an awkward thing that's happened. And so then the guy goes, well, why don't we don't need to meet, Mike. We can just talk over text. And I was like,
nice.
Okay, I guess we can just do that. So that's how it's going over on my side of the fence, fellas. How are you doing? Do you have anything going on that I don't know about with regard to this project or anything?
Nope.
No.
Just excited to play.
Yeah.
Just excited to play.
Well, what did we do last time? I can't remember.
But I got
you guys fought an owlbear?
Goddamn owlbear.
Yeah, I feel like that took a whole episode. I mean, that was...
Hey, Mike, so I shared with you the errata that was shared by the people that are making the Foundry module for this, did it happen to say that this owlbear was way overpowered and shouldn't be thrown at a level 1 group?
I didn't
possibly in there.
I didn't look at that specifically. When you linked the errata, I checked to see whether overhand smash was.
Oh, that's right.
It was not. So that's working as intended.
It's all been legal up to here as far as we know. Okay.
Was it changed though?
I don't know.
I mean, somebody changed it. Somebody changed the power behind it.
Right. Mitch did have his second trippy dream last episode too, where and I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but the dream was allowed to progress another couple moments, and then Mitch witnessed the blue figure then pulling back the kinetic energy of Volodymyr's axe as it hit Mitchell, possibly saving his life after the deuce was snuffed out. So, yeah, interesting stuff there.
And then woke up to see Serial get smashed in the face by an owlbear.
Yeah. So Mitch is kind of having some stress right now. Mitch, are you in your feelings, would you say?
In my feelings? Which one?
Right.
The second one on the left.
Yes, I'm freaking out.
And you guys went to level 2. Yay. Level 2, guys. Congratulations. So, and then, of course, we ended with one of the 3 identical guards.
Which one was it, Mike?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
He doesn't listen to this podcast, so we have to bring him up with notes.
Todd? I'm going to say maybe it's Todd, or was it Rob? I don't think it was Bob.
There was no Rob. It was Rod.
Hey, you know what? Actually, Brad, which one was it? Do you know?
Dude, I have no idea.
I don't know.
I happen to have the Farast 27th calendar date. Seahorse and Todd. So it must have been Todd.
It was Todd. Okay. Well,
it was Todd now.
And Todd told you, of course, that Tartuccio slipped his guard and has recruited some of his own followers and seems to be in the stolen lands himself, mixing it up and doing stuff. He's been sighted around. You're not sure what he's doing. You're not sure where he is, but he's around. He's back in the mix. Morning is here now. You guys are standing around. Todd, the guard, is heading back toward Oleg's trade post, and you are once again presented with this messed up, thin, broken bridge, this rope bridge that spans 50 feet over the Thorn River. This is not something that I made very clear to you last time, but I know you are tracking the mitflits right now. The mitflits, the tracks go to the bridge, and they stop at the bridge. It would seem to any tracker that they are using this bridge. What do you do?
It's daytime now. I'm assuming we've rested and healed. We're all kind of in better shape.
Yeah. You woke up after the owlbear fight, good to go, level 2, and then Todd came and talked to you guys. Now he's gone.
So, do we still have to fix this bridge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll take a day of. The book says that it's a 1-day travel activity to fix it, so you don't even got to roll. You just got to turn the day on the calendar, and you're good to go.
Okay.
I think that's what we do. Yeah, let's spend the day. Let's fix this bridge. It'll pay dividends off, I'm sure, in the long run. And we'll need this bridge to get around.
We came to the conclusion that foot traffic is going to go over this bridge, but the trolley probably will not.
Yeah, I mean, the bridge is less than 5 feet wide. Okay. And I don't know that this has been described very well for our listeners, but this is basically, the stereotypical rope bridge with wooden Brad, help me.
Slats.
Yeah, wooden slats.
Like, think Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones
Temple of Doom. Yep. Yeah, Temple of Doom situation. So, yeah, the steam trolley is not going to be able to make it over this bridge.
Well, shit. We're hoofing it, boys.
No steam motorcycles at our disposal that we can...
No land speeders yet?
No
land speeders.
Mitch, no?
Can I get a horse?
You left Blanchie and Rudolph back at
we did.
At Oleg's.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I think, we're going to spend the day in...
Yeah, we fixed the bridge, and are we ready for the next day?
Sure, and I assume Mitch is calling the shots. Hey, reinforce this rope over here. Hey, change out some of these wooden slats over here.
Is Dry handy? Or is he just... Like, are the rest of you guys handy? Like, are you picking up on this? Like, kind of tie in ropes and...
No, but I will bring you every hammer that you asked me to bring you.
What kind of hammer?
If you want a Phillips head nail, I will bring that too.
Is it claw-hooked McGillicuddy?
McGillicuddies. Yeah, you guys got a McGill? You guys got a Swingsmanston hammer?
We're on a budget here. We don't.
Sarah's not really good at swinging a hammer, but I can tie the knots.
There you go.
I think that what follows is a beautiful montage, and it's set to the score of Witness, where
I was just going to say Amish barn raising.
Yeah, it's like an Amish barn raising, the nice score back behind. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. You guys bond over this. Valerie, she's helping.
She brings out lemonade.
Yeah, she's like, hey, guys, I've got your lemonade for you.
Ow.
She smoked like 4 packs of cigarettes while we've been doing one little section of bridge. Like, it's a whole thing.
She does cigars, man.
Oh, it's cigars. I'm sorry.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she smokes.
Black and Milds.
Black and Milds.
Yeah, she's got, so she's like, hey, I'll be over here if you need anything.
She's rolling spliffs.
I don't know how we've drawn this out in so long, but the bridge is fixed.
Yeah, good.
The next day is here. I'm happy with how this is going so far. What's next for you?
We're going to cross the bridge.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
So I think crossing the bridge, I think Bash would be...
Do you have a map?
Yeah, are we back on the hex at this point, probably?
Yes.
I just like to see where I'm going.
So you're in this hex right now. You can see I'm going to move just off so you can see you're on the rickety bridge right now. Here's the Thorn River. You're crossing from the west bank to the east bank.
Is the trolley like a Tesla? Can you just send it home?
Can you do that with a Tesla?
I have no idea.
Oh, so
I don't make that much money.
I don't know the answer to your question, Bill. I will tell you this.
In my mind, it can.
The 5 of you cross the bridge. It's still kind of creaky and rickety, but Mitch has done a good job helping you guys get this thing in good working order. You reach the other side of the bridge, and the mitflit tracks pick right back up. And at this point, they're heading due east.
All right. So, Syria, we're gonna pull out the disguise kit and see if anything in here can disguise a trolley.
Put a nose on it.
Big mustache on the trolley. Nobody will recognize it.
Look, it's a dragon now. Well, what about like if we go back to the camping activities, we're disguising the camp, you know what I'm saying? That kind of same action.
Camouflage campsite is stealth. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, stealth against the zone DC.
Ooh, I have that.
I would say that it would be a stealth check then. And it's against a DC that I've got in my mind right now.
So yeah, I'll aid whoever it is. I got a pretty good bonus in stealth. 20.
And that's a high number. So give yourself an extra 2 points on that, Bill. What's your total?
17 plus 9?
26.
26.
It's pretty good. You guys are stacking branches all over this thing. Maybe you found like a tree to put it behind. I don't know.
Mitch probably walks back
are there redwoods in this forest we can just pull it into?
Mitch would probably walk back and be like, where the fuck did the trolley go?
There's a trolley up, right?
Guys, how are we going to find it again?
I had to build a nest.
He's waving his keys around, like trying to hit the button to get the alarm to go off. It's not working.
It's like me in any mall parking lot.
Yes, exactly. We've all been there, and now yes, that's hilarious.
All right, we've lost our car and fixed the bridge so far. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Cross the bridge.
You guys have crossed the bridge. You see the mitflit tracks on the other side. They're heading due east. What do you do?
Let's. I'm not. Mitch is by no means a tracker, so.
What is tracking? What check would that be?
Yeah, survival check. And Bash was happy to roll that. I feel like he's probably been helping track this.
I'd like to assist him because I also have a high survival.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need it. Total is 16 for Bash. Let's see if we get a bonus.
19 from Dry.
All right, so total 18.
Yeah, that's sufficient. I mean, Dry and Bash kind of get down and you're able to follow this. I believe you need to be rolling this like once an hour by the rules of the game. But here's the deal. As you guys begin to progress straight due east, you begin to see this tree on the horizon in this next hex to the east. And by the time it's getting to be about dusk, you've been walking the better part of the day now. By the time it gets to be about dusk, you're 2 or 3 miles from what must be a gigantic tree. It must be 120 feet tall. and it's right out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing else around it. It's not like it's some central point of a giant forest or something like that. It is just standing alone. And really, at this point, without really needing a survival check from you, you know that these tracks head directly toward this tree.
All right, boys, let's get some Space Marines and go kill Home Tree.
Shit.
Awesome. I was waiting for the Teldrassil joke. Is that how you say that?
I was thinking about it. But
Either way, you burn it down.
Yeah. We need a survival check, perception check. Like, there's got to be something.
Well, is it dusk? Are we going
tree.
at night? Are we going to go?
Yeah, what time is it?
It's dusk.
I don't know how many people have dark vision.
Yeah, and what are the, not, I guess, tiredness rules or exhaustion?
I say we camp.
Because if we go for so long, like,
yeah, I think
the debuffs
eventually
start stacking up.
You'll get hit with a fatigued buff or something. But I mean, I don't know, if you guys wanted to camp tonight, try to get a food buff or something and head into the morning, that might be a good idea. Or if you think there could be an advantage to pressing at night, checking it out right now, you could do that too.
I would suggest camping, eating.
Get your rest XP.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it might be a better idea to backtrack a little bit, get a little further from this tree, maybe to avoid chances of mitflits running through middle of the night, disturbing our sleep.
I mean, I'd say we could just camp here.
Okay.
I mean, if we're gonna fight him, we're gonna fight him.
Right. Let's do it.
I mean, might as well not have any armor on while we do it. Make it fun.
Okay.
All right, so let's prep the campsite.
Yeah, you guys get a campfire going. You're kind of without your little bit of shelter, really, for the first time tonight. And I'm going to roll the weather dice.
Fucking dice.
Oh, it's a nice, clear night. A little bit of breeze in the air. Not a big deal. You guys are in good shape. Got a nice little fire going. And I'm going to say you've got plenty of time to do camping activities, whatever you want to do. I know that I think the most meaningful thing you can do is try to get a good meal out of there, but I don't know. Guys, take me through it.
I'm going to camouflage campsite.
All right, man. Make that stealth check.
17.
Well, let me just check the zone DC. Where are you guys in the green belt?
Hopefully this is still the level 1 through 5 zone.
Yeah. We're in Brill.
Bill Beard, it's a success. You have camouflaged the campsite. Oh, man. I'm so proud of you, Dracomay.
Nice work.
Good job, Dry.
Did
We
great.
increase our encounter DC for camp by 1.
It's weird that Dry shouts at everybody. Hey, guys, our encounter DC's up by 1. Look what I did.
Yeah, he yells it out.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
Guys, we're stealthed as fuck right now.
Okay, kid.
Mitchell, you just kind of move it. You're still trying to develop your gadgets.
I don't know if I would, though. I mean, if he just did all this work to camouflage the site, I think the worst thing I could be doing is like pounding on some metal with an anvil, if I even had one, because the fucking trolley's still back across the other side of the river. So,
yeah, you might not have the means to craft tonight, I suppose.
Yeah, I think I will. I don't know what I'll do. I think I'm just going to go rest.
Go relax.
Yep.
All right. Same with Sirio, Xavier, Sertova.
Actually going to try to see if I can learn anything from Valerie. If she's got anything useful to teach
how
me.
to smoke.
Valorie's like, let me show you what I'm all about, kid. Let me find what Valerie's deal is. You know, and I keep ignoring the NPCs here, but why don't we go ahead and let Valerie do her special camping activity? And then Sirio, you can take a look and see if you're interested in doing this. Valerie has a special ability called Maintain Armor. Valerie spends her time in camp maintaining the group's armor and potentially repairing broken shields. One player character chooses one suit of armor or a broken shield. If the PC chooses a suit of armor, that suit of armor grants the wearer temporary hit points equal to half their level during the next encounter in which it is worn. These temporary hit points expire at the end of the encounter or after 24 hours, whichever is earlier. If the player character chooses a broken shield, Valerie restores the broken shield to full HP. An additional PC can choose a suit of armor or broken shield once the party is 3rd level, and then again every 2 levels thereafter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and you watch as Valerie, well, which suit of armor, guys, would you like Valerie to try to work on?
I don't know. Would
Mitchell give somebody else's armor to work on?
I don't think he would. I mean, honestly, like if I were like playing the true RP, like he's going to look at her grubby, thick fingers and think, no, you're not touching my armor.
Well, Valerie, I don't think Valerie has grubby. She's got a grubby, thick voice, but her fingers are beautiful.
All like nicotine-stained fingers.
Oh my God, poor Valerie. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's not funny.
Those are video slims. Those aren't cigars.
She's just standing there with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
Here, I got some art for Valerie there. I've never shown it to you guys. Come on.
She doesn't look like
She's
a smoker
wonderful.
either. It's crazy.
So I would say,
Yeah, she doesn't look like a smoker.
I guess like if maybe she was like looking at some of the armor plates, thinking, hey, if you align that this direction, just don't touch any of the gears or the mechanisms around it. I would allow it.
Okay. Valerie's like, sure, now let me take a look at it. Here, let me roll a crafting check.
She's going to fucking break it.
Dude, it's a success with a natural 19.
Hell yeah.
She realigns, it's kind of as you described, she realigns some of the material that this thing is made out of and makes it a little bit more sturdy just for now. And you will gain 1 temporary hit point that is good for the first encounter of tomorrow. Congratulations. And we'll get that perception check now from Sirio to see if he learns it.
I was watching, but I don't know how much attention I was paying to it. And I got 11 total, so I know something was going on, but I don't know what the hell she did.
Yeah, not a success, unfortunately. But fellas, now we're here for the main event, the cooking. Bash, what are you cooking tonight?
Special meal tonight, but it doesn't take special ingredients. Looking at it, takes 2 basic. So we're gonna, it's a surprise, but I'll describe it a little bit. It's a combination of grains, onions, spices, and organ meats boiled in the animal's stomach.
Oh,
it's haggis. We're making haggis for dinner.
It's haggis.
But
haggis is a special meal, but haggis does not use special ingredients, huh?
Nope. Ingredients is 2 basic.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. 5 helpings of haggis, I assume. Everybody going to go forward with this?
Yeah.
Totally.
Haggis.
Yeah, I think, Mitchell is going to kind of grill Bash a little bit on the ingredients to make sure there's nothing artificial in there. No added sugars or anything like that.
No pill bugs or anything going in there.
No GMOs in my haggis.
Right. Is this natural? Is this all?
It's all natural. It's as vegan as you can get with animal stomach.
I like the levels of protein. Those will fit in my macros.
There you go.
Your macros. I'll tell you what, everything fits into my macros.
Yeah.
All right.
I like McDonald's Big Macros. Those are
because you're big macros.
Big macros.
Oh, man. All right. Well, let's move on to the eating component of the campsite shenaniganry. Let's get the cooking check.
All right. What am I rolling here? Survival, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll kill this. I'm sure. Or I'll kill all of you. One of the two.
Kill
something.
Total of 22.
It's a success.
Yay.
Oh, my gosh.
Boom.
You got it.
With a success, not a critical success, right? Just a success?
Just a success.
This meal bolsters the eater against nausea, granting a +1 status bonus to effects that cause the sicken condition for 24 hours. So for the next 24 hours, you guys get a +1 to any sicken conditions.
My goodness.
Awesome.
So
you're welcome
to avoid sickened.
Beautiful,
there you go.
Beautiful haggis meal.
Which is not what I think of when I think of haggis. Like, it does not, I don't think that's going to fortify my stomach.
Right.
Or beautiful. I don't think beautiful should be used to describe that. You guys ever had haggis?
Nope.
No, a long time ago. I don't really remember.
Not on purpose anyway, if I've had it.
I had a sweetbreads pasta. It was delicious. And then my wife was like, you know what that is, right?
Is that pancreas? Is that sweetbreads?
Brains.
I think it might be brains.
Yes.
Yeah.
Calf,
I think it's brains.
Calf brains.
It was good. I was like, oh, interesting.
No prions for me.
No random encounters. The night passes without incident. You wake up.
Wait, did we get 2?
To what?
I just wanted to relax after I got done camouflaging the.
Oh, sure.
Because you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to the next check you make in order to resolve.
So you should have rested first.
You got to rest first.
I mean, I passed it.
Literally,
I thought it was something better.
We literally did this the last time we did this. We're like, we should really relax before we do our other checks.
Yeah,
relax.
We learn well.
Bash didn't relax. No one relaxed.
You guys know that we record this, right?
Wait, what?
Or any of you listening to this podcast?
Are you guys even listening?
It's sad. We don't take notes. We also don't listen to what we record. Like it's very pathetic.
You guys have all given yourselves permission to not take notes because you're like, I'll just listen to
record it. Yeah.
Oh, I take notes.
Well, I listened to it, but we're so far ahead that
that's true. Yeah,
It's 4 weeks ago or whatever.
Right. Okay. So morning is here, and the tree, you've determined it is a sycamore tree. It is just like looming before you, even though you're miles away from it. And I mean, I'm embellishing a little bit, but it just sticks out like such a sore thumb, because this otherwise is just plains, just plain grass and stuff. And then there's this huge tree.
Let's approach with caution.
Yeah, I'd like to do a perception check. Do I see, or I want to look in the tree. Is there anything up in the tree that is maybe trying not to be seen? So would that be a survival check, a perception check? What would you like?
Yeah. So, tell me first how close you have approached at this point to this tree.
I mean, I think I'd probably want to be within, a few hundred yards before I start scouting out the tree. I couldn't see anything from a mile away. So, I mean, we can check for tracks on the way up there. I mean, but I assume we see the same Fey tracks that we saw before.
Yeah. The tracks are approaching, just a kind of a gaggle, about the size you think that observed you at the campsite a couple nights before.
That was 10, or that was like a dozen, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's between 10 and 12, yeah. And are you following their track straight in, or are you kind of taking a parallel track?
Bash would be trying to follow the track straight in, but yeah, we're following the track straight in. If y'all are following Bash, that's where we're going.
Okay. You get close enough to attempt that perception check. Go for it.
All right. How about a total of 22?
The tree doesn't look healthy, but you don't see anything up in the boughs of the tree. We're in early spring right now, and the leaves are starting to bud. But Bash, you recognize quickly that there's got to be something wrong with this tree. There's some kind of you don't know if it's rotting inside or if there's some kind of contamination. But your druid sense is kind of tingling right now, and you're like, no. There's something fishy going on here. This isn't good.
So I think I relay that to the group, and this tree is unnaturally unhealthy.
What is surrounding the tree? Like, is the tree in like an opening, or is it just in the woods?
Yeah, well, we're in the plains right now, and so really it's just sort of knee-high grass all around this tree for miles at this point.
Well, let's just roll on in.
Yeah, and hearing that the tree could be sick, I'm serious. Just kind of curious and really wants to touch the tree. So,
whoa.
Yeah, let's get up there.
Sure. Okay. So you approach.
Can we check for, do you have any checking for traps or anything?
Oh, sure. You guys want to kind of, use the scout activity to trigger automatic
magic.
Of course you are.
No, you don't really notice any traps or anything as you approach this tree, and you don't detect any magic either. Big surprise. The tree is the width of a house. I mean, it is huge as you approach this thing. And these gnarled roots, with other plant life growing throughout the roots, surround the circumference of the tree where it meets the ground. And it really is just this immense, out-of-place thing. Sirio, you approach the tree as you stated you would, and you place your hands on it, and it feels just a little too cold, but you can't decide if it's sort of the morning dew or if it's just kind of a little abnormally cool outside or what. But otherwise, nothing really appears out of place with this tree, and it is dead silent all around you. You don't hear anything other than just some of the normal sounds of bugs and other birds and things around you.
Is the tree hollow?
Is there a door in the tree?
Well, you walk around the tree and you think to yourself, I guess it's possible. Some of this plant life has grown up around the tree so much, maybe it could be concealing an entrance. You're not sure.
Can we search it? Can I search it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do a recall knowledge nature on the tree just to see if I know anything more about it.
Sure, let's resolve both those. Yeah, perception and recall.
I rolled a 20 on perception. Not a natural 20.
21 on the nature check.
You guys are so smart.
Yeah.
You guys are good rollers.
Yeah, you guys are so good at this game. Sycamore trees do not typically have these sort of parasitic plants around their root systems like this. So it's possible that's what's messing with this tree. It's abnormal. You don't know really why, but it is out of place. And as you're sitting here kind of thinking to yourself about the root systems, you watch as Dry pulls out his Aldori sword, his Aldori dueling sword, and he slashes at some of these roots and some of these plants that are growing up around the base of the tree to reveal a small, mitflit-sized opening. You have to stoop down to get in. It is just over 4 feet tall. And as you peer in to this opening, Dry, it is pitch black in there.
Mitch is going to have a discussion with Bashk, and maybe Sirio picked up on this as well from his communion with the tree. Is this tree savable? Like, can this tree be brought back, or is it past?
Would a nature check help me understand that?
Yeah.
Wrong druid school. I'm not a plant guy.
No.
Total of 19 on the
You're
nature
more of a
check.
fauna guy.
Yeah, more of a fauna.
You know, the tree isn't necessarily dying. It just doesn't look healthy.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you could clear all this crap out from around it. But, I mean, Bash, from a common sense standpoint, you're probably more concerned with the fact that there, could be animals down in there.
It's these mitflits that are killing this tree. If we want to save this tree.
Would anyone be opposed to burning the tree?
Oh. Well, that's a different direction than I was planning. I'm not opposed to it.
I just don't want to go in that hole.
So this hole, does it go up into the tree? Does it seem to go below the tree?
It straight into the face of the trunk, and you can see the sunlight kind of going into the hole a little bit, and the ground flows downhill as you proceed into this opening.
Okay, so it seems like maybe this goes underground, not they haven't burrowed into the tree somehow. So
It doesn't go up.
Do they have a flamethrower? Or is that in the trolley? Did we forget that?
Mitch left his weapons of mass destruction in the trolley.
Damn it,
Dude, I'm wearing a weapon of mass destruction.
Hey, honestly, do you still have your landmine?
No, man, that was
God damn it.
Yeah,
because we could
I
put a
know.
landmine in
It's
front of the hole.
irretrievable, as I recall. So
Yeah,
it must have
I'm still not
exploded
100% sold on that answer, but I think that's what we're going with. If I had some alchemist fire, I'd be throwing that down there. But
I mean, so I think either we go in to the hole after the mitflits, which is probably not a great idea, or we somehow lure them out. And I don't know if we know how to do that. If there's a way to lure them out. Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, who's going in the hole?
You don't really hear anything. I do have a little bit of art for this tree. Would you guys like to see it?
yeah, let's take a look.
Take yourselves up to the upper left-hand corner there. This thing is just huge.
Mike, did you draw that?
It looks like Mike drew it.
No.
It's a very nice looking tree.
Just now. He just drew it just now.
You know what? For Secret Santa, I'm printing that off, and you're all getting framed copies.
It's kind of nice.
Donnie, I don't think you know how Secret Santa works.
I know it as well as some people know tree neuron, apparently.
Wow.
So maybe we could throw this in our Discord or not, but it's very depressing. It's shades of brown and gray.
Well, it's
and
almost
there's
It's a sad
yeah,
tree.
it's a very sad tree.
It's a better tree. It's a better tree than I could draw. I'll throw that
I
out.
would definitely burn this tree if I saw it. But
See? Now everybody's on my side.
Is everyone too afraid to go down the hole?
Oh, I'll go. I was just waiting
Yeah.
to see if that's what we were
I'll go
doing.
down.
I'm not
Who
afraid.
wants to go first?
Mitch will take post. He'll go front.
I'm just trying to think of we're going in this tree. How big is it going to be in there?
Right. Are we going to be squeezed?
You don't know.
Okay. Mitch is going to go for it.
You just it's pitch black. I'm more concerned about your light source situation right now.
Can anyone cast light?
I do have a light spell, so I can cast it on someone's face. Or
You can cast it on the top of my helmet.
Cast it on his chest piece so he looks like Iron Man.
I have a
down the
buckler
hallway.
you can put it on too. That
oh,
kind of
cool. Yeah,
stays
so
on my arm,
I'll touch Mitch's shield and cast light on it.
So the five of you, Valerie's like, I don't want to go in here, but she's going to do it.
suck it up.
We'll say that Valerie and Mitch maybe are in the front, and Sirio and Bashk are in the middle, and maybe Dry's bringing up the rear. You proceed into this small opening.
I would just, can I interject? I'm telling Valerie to stay at least 5 feet behind me.
Okay. She's like, you got it, Mitch. And
Fist bump.
And very quickly, what you see is that as you proceed into the trunk of the tree, as soon as you hit what would probably be the middle of the trunk of the tree, there is a pit that opens up and heads straight down. And the pit has roots and plants growing all around the sides of it. Looks traversable, like you could climb down either side of this cylinder.
How far down is it?
Into the ground. How far does the light shed off of the buckler? 60 feet, I think?
Let's look at the spill.
Boy, you guys really don't want to be in this tree right now.
We're nervous, man. We know how this works.
Yeah.
Bright light, 20 feet. Dim light, the next 20 feet.
Dry. Has any of you with low light vision would see that the buckler sheds just down to the bottom, 40 feet down. There looks like there is a patch of rough soil that's overgrown with root systems and things like that down at the bottom of this pit.
Mitch will climb down.
Looks like we're climbing.
He's going to climb down and post up. Like, so there's nothing else other than a hole. Like, you go through this little hole, and then there's just a big hole in the ground.
Yeah, so you proceed straight. Once you hit the center of the tree, you climb down this 40-foot cylinder. Now, Mitch, it's a nominal athletics check with all of the assistance from these roots and everything, but I'll need you to still roll it.
Okay.
Real quick, while Mitch starts climbing, Dry is going to pull his bow and just kind of keep watch of what's going on in the bottom of the pit because he can see down there.
Sure.
23 adjusted.
Yeah, it's no problem for you, Mitchell. You climb down to the bottom of this cylinder, and as you get to the bottom, you realize that there is a fork in this road, so to speak. You get down to the bottom, you look to your left, a tunnel goes off to your left. You look to your right, and a tunnel veers off to the right. This same soil material, this kind of a round tunnel with roots and again, just detritus all kind of growing throughout it. The tunnels are 5 feet high, and the uppermost foot of the ceiling of these tunnels is a tangle of roots and dangling fungus. Anyone who's medium-sized will need to stoop in these tunnels and awkwardly adjust themselves as they move throughout. You are clumsy one while you traverse these tunnels.
Okay. Is there enough room at the bottom of this hole for everyone to come down at the same time?
Yeah.
Mitch is going to yell up too, and maybe there's a mechanic for this, maybe there isn't, but like, can he assist people climb down, or maybe like they can drop a rope down for some assistance? Or
any of that would work. Okay. I'm going to tell you one other thing before you do this. As you call up to them, Mitch, the sound dampening around you is so severe that it's like you're in a recording booth or something. Like, you know that like your sound isn't echoing down these tunnels at all. And the folks up at the top of the cylinder pit, you can barely hear them. Ooh. It's so muffled down here.
Is that natural acoustics, or is that?
Yeah, it's natural. It's just like the sides are so rough and the plant matter is so thick that it just dampens sound like crazy down here.
And I'm sorry, just to clarify, we're not clumsy until we get into the tunnels.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, anywhere you have to stoop.
Okay.
At the bottom of the cylinder pit, obviously you're not stooping. I'm getting nervous right now. Are you guys doing all right?
Yeah, I'm great.
Just fine.
I guess I'm going to climb down.
Yeah. So I would say maybe somebody could toss or I have a rope on me I can throw up, or somebody else might have a rope that they can use for assistance.
Yeah, I'm not concerned. With you, you're able to probably work it out. Everybody can get down.
Okay.
And the 5 of you now are standing at the bottom of this pit. Take a look here, fellas, at the map. I got something to reveal to you.
Well, fuck. Where's the map?
So I'm looking at the profile of the Sycamore. Here's where you are right now. Okay, do you see that? You've proceeded down this pit, and there's a tunnel to the left and a tunnel to the right. They look the same to you.
Any perceivable smells or sounds?
You don't hear a thing other than your own breathing and your own heartbeat. Even that whoosh of the blood running through your veins you hear, because it is so dead silent down here. As far as whether or not you see any like mitflit tracks or anything, I guess I would take a survival check.
Dry doesn't see anything.
And a bashful check too. 16 total.
It looks like this is a tunnel that mitflits will travel down pretty often. You see tracks heading from the left to the right and from the right to the left. But, maybe you're on a little mitflit street right now or something.
Zero wants to go left. He just has a feeling.
Yeah, left's good.
I trust that feeling.
Just go left.
I will clumsily go left.
Clank, clank, clank. It's like my sound effects. Thanks.
That was pretty good, man.
Yes.
As good as Mike's voices.
Like that guy from Police Academy. I can mimic his sound.
Who needs a soundboard? We have Donnie.
Right?
You're the new Michael Winslow.
Exactly.
You proceed to the left for about 20 agonizing feet. Again, all you hear is the crunch of your feet on this ground, and you all you really see is just the light pouring forth from Mitchell's buckler. As you continue down, you detect that the passage is veering further down into the ground and is beginning to open up into a chamber.
Is that where we're at?
Yeah, you're going to be coming from this direction here. So I'm going to kind of put some tokens on the map as far as like what I think a marching order might be. Okay. So we've got Mitch and Valerie kind of like in this formation, I want to say. Feel free to move your guys around a little bit, but
okay,
Dry bringing up the rear.
Who?
Something like this maybe as you're coming out into this opening. Is that about true, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crowded down here. It's a lot of people.
It is. And we're clumsy right now, right? If we're
You
medium
are
sized.
all clumsy. Yeah, as this opens up into this larger chamber, and larger is relative. I mean, this looks to be about a 15-foot by 15-foot room. You see a couple of things, okay? You see that there is, first of all, that another tunnel begins across on the other side of this room down to the south west that might lead deeper downstairs. You also see like what might be a tiny crude wooden workbench in the center of this room. The top of this bench is strewn with various little primal tools and metal and wooden hardware and blocks of wood and disassembled, spears and leather armor that's been sort of stripped down into just sort of like its original components and stuff like that.
These are Jawas.
Yeah, very Jawa-esque. So Mitch, as you approach, you begin to see mitflits that have been illuminated by the light coming off of your buckler. They're sitting across the room from each other, and they appear to be laughing and playing. Each one of them has like a primitive slingshot, and they're taking turns pulling back the rubber on the slingshot and shooting what looks to be little ball bearings or marbles at each other. And as you get to the front here, you see that this mitflit here, marked with an A, shoots this ball bearing at mitflit B, and the ball bearing lodges itself painfully into the eye socket of mitflit B, and mitflit and mitflit B kind of laughs, but has blood running down his face a little bit too, and that they're just cackling at each other. And then mitflit B turns back around and begins drawing back that rubber tension strap to try to fire a marble at mitflit A. They don't seem to notice you. What do?
That's all I see. It's just the two of them.
Yeah.
And we know from Donnie that these things are fucking evil, right?
They're like the worst. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're pests. There's only one way to deal with pests in a hole: burn them out. So Mitch is going to, without like any hesitation, he's going to roll up there and try to get in range and explode.
Oh my God. Well, you know what that means. Everybody gets perception-based initiative checks. Oh my gosh. Someone look up what clumsy means. Get the battle music going, guys. I'm so hyped right now. Let's get some perception-based initiative checks, guys. Let's go for it.
Perception, huh? Well, that's cool.
22 for Bashk.
Dry's got a brain freeze. 24.
Syrio.
Got a 19.
Mitch.
16.
So, I guess your friends have reacted before you.
I want to blow up on those guys.
The newly upgraded level 2 Valerie with her first roll as level 2. Let's see how she's doing here. An 18 for Valerie. Nice job, everybody. Congratulate Valerie on a successful
good job, Valerie.
Little deal there.
Have a celebration smoke.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's better than rolling last, taking a smoke break.
Dry Colme, you see what Mitch is doing. You can see the light shedding off of his buckler. You can see the mitflits. You know what's going on. Looks like you're about 30 feet away down that tunnel, and you're stooping down, clumsy one. What do you do?
I'm going to get out of the tunnel. Can I stand up? Like, does it open up? Can I go full height down here?
You can move at your regular speed, but you are just permanently clumsy one and will continue to be, even if you get into the larger room. The ceiling is just too low.
Oh, then I'm going to draw my bow. Can I shoot him? How wide is the tunnel we're in?
About 10 feet wide. So you would have, like, you could shoot over Mitch's shoulder, and you've got a clear shot on Mitflit B that just took that ball bearing to the eye.
Oh my God.
No, he's about to take an arrow to the eye.
It's going to be over in 2 seconds.
I guess draw my bow, shoot twice.
Okay. Let's see that. Now, clumsy, you take a status penalty equal to the condition value to dex-based checks and DCs, including AC, reflex save, ranged attack rolls, and skill checks using acrobatic, stealth, and thievery. So, yeah, shoot that arrow, man, but you'll take a -1 penalty.
That's 17.
With the penalty?
Yeah. I rolled a 10. It's +8, -1.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So it's a D8. That's an 8 on the die.
Oh, no. 8 damage?
I don't get any bonus damage. It's just
How many
8.
damn HP do these guys have? Why can I never find that?
Hopefully 8.
Oh, no. They have more than 8.
9.
So Mitflit B takes 8 damage. This arrow lodges in its shoulder. He turns to face you. He squeals. What do you do next?
I'm going to shoot again.
All right, man.
Ooh, that is not going to hit. That's a 7 + 8 -1. So that's a 14.
Yeah, that is going to be too low, especially once we map it. That takes us then to Bashk Trand. Bash
is going to step up here a little bit, kind of get in front of Syrio, and then for my second action, in a 15-foot cone.
No.
So I think I can get both of these, right? If I put it in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah, I can get both of them.
Yeah, they're pretty close together.
Need you to make a reflex save for both of these guys.
Oh my gosh. What's the difficulty class of this reflex save?
Yeah, DC 18.
Okay. We have a success from Mitflit A and a success from Mitflit B. 2 identical rolls from them, so they do both get success. Not crit successes, though.
Yep. All right. So they will take... so I rolled a 4, so... and with a success, I assume you're going to take half damage, right?
Sure. What did you cast?
Oh, I'm sorry. I cast Shockwave.
Oh, Shockwave.
God. Yeah.
What on earth is Shockwave?
Shockwave. You create a wave of energy that ripples through the earth. Terrestrial creatures in the affected area must attempt a reflex save to avoid stumbling as the shockwave shakes the ground. And with a success, the creature is flat-footed until the start of its next turn.
That's definitely something I would cast underground.
Wow, so both A and B will go flat-footed.
Flat-footed, yes.
And they will take 2 damage each.
Yes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They would only take damage if they crit failed. So they're just going to be flat-footed. I apologize.
Okay. And that's going to take us then to Syrio. Xavier, Sertova. I always say that to myself. Like I want to say it like Oprah. I always say it like Oprah, giving gifts out. So, Chris, what do you do, man?
Well, we're just gonna send an electric arc, fire it at B, and hope it chains to A.
Yeah, man, you're right in range to do that. And they're flat-footed. That penalty will flow through to their reflex saves.
Ooh.
Nice.
So same DC, 18.
Let's see, mid-flit A, flat-footed. That will be a fail because of the flat-footed debuff.
Nice. This teamwork.
And B will critically succeed, so it'll just be full damage to A.
7 electricity.
Fuck.
Nice hit. Okay, so you guys are... And as you send that arc through, it just lights up this chamber, and you can see all of these weird devices all over the walls, just weird inventions that they've made, and you even detect that there's some, like... body parts and things sort of on the walls and stuff. Really weird stuff. Make a free nature check, Bashk and Mitch, because you're both up close when you see this illumination happen.
It's a 23 adjusted.
15 for Bash, 15 adjusted. So yeah.
Okay. Mitch, cobalt body parts and shit on the walls.
Oh, weird.
Weird.
Maybe they're just trying to
stuff.
collect that bounty that was out on them. Same thing we're doing.
What color?
Geez. They're
Kobolds?
They're building a kobold homunculus. Look at it.
The same as the kobolds from the radish patch. These black are soot scaled, soot colored scales.
Oh no.
I recognize that guy.
Yeah, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But as quickly as the room is illuminated with this electric arc, it goes back just into the sort of that regular light, and things start happening fast around you again. And those visions are now gone. It's Valerie's turn.
Still have one action.
Oh, you do? My bad. I always do this to you, Chris. I'm sorry, man. What do you do next?
I'm just don't speak loud. So going to glare at mitflit B with an intimidating stare.
Oh, shit.
Gonna use my new skill feat here. So we're gonna try to demoralize him.
Okay. All right. You're going to make an intimidation check against his will DC.
18.
Oh, that's a success. B will go to Frightened 1, which will, I believe, stack with the flat-footed, I believe. So I'm going to say it does. I'll check on that. I always get a little confused about these things. But
Somebody please let us know if that's not the case.
Yeah, someone tell us, yeah. Okay, so now B is sitting here with a net -3 penalty to his armor class. He's ripe to be crit. And Valerie fucking knows it.
Low-hanging fruit. She's going to go after him, isn't she?
Oh my god, of course. I'm just trying to figure out what she's got.
She's one of the people that steals killing blows. Like,
Yeah, she's
one
killing
of those.
I'm just trying to see what feats she has. Yeah, okay. Here's what Valerie's going to do. Valerie's got her bastard sword and her shield both out. She's going to take a move action. She's going to push past Mitch and Bashk into this tunnel. She's going to walk straight up to mitflit B. She's clumsy 1, and for her final 2 actions, she's going to power attack.
Jeez, that's a little bit of overkill.
This is going to be awesome. With a cigarette hanging out of her mouth, don't forget.
Yeah.
With a huge ash light hanging off of it.
They're cigars, Donnie.
Oh, that's right. A huge cigar hanging out of her mouth. I'll get that right eventually.
Let's see. Power attack. You unleash a particularly powerful attack that clobbers your foe but leaves you a bit unsteady. Make a melee strike. This counts as 2 actions when calculating your multiple attack penalty. If this strike hits, you deal an extra die of weapon damage. If you're at least 10th level, increase this to 2 extra die, blah, 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 who cares? All right, Valerie, this is your final 2 actions. She brings that bastard sword in one hand down toward B. 22 total. It's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so she gets an extra damage die now, so she's going to do 2d8 plus 4. 14 total damage on Cobalt B. Ooh, but his armor class was lowered by 3 points, though, so let me see whether that crit him or not. So that was a total of 22. His AC... No, not still. Just a little shy of a crit, unfortunately. But what did I say? 14 damage?
Yep.
Yeah.
And is he that mitflit's still alive?
He is.
Oh, wow.
But he looks
these
really
guys are
hurt. He looks hurt. That's going to be the end of Valerie's turn. And that's going to bring us to Mitchell Groning.
Well, my plan changes now. And I'm glad we've got that food bonus to sickened after what I just saw hanging from the walls here. I will crank up the old armor. So let me do a crafting check on that. And funnily enough, now that we're level 2, my class-based DC goes up to 20.
20? Or I thought maybe that'd be 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it is 16. Right, bad. Okay, I was looking at... Okay, 16. Oh, shit. Well, that's a fail. I don't get the bonus, but I'm just going to move up anyway. Yeah. Next action, I'm going to move... I'm going to move past A to get behind him.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Good move.
No reaction from the mitflit as you do this.
Well, that's thankful. Two-handing my sword, and I'll take a swing. 8 and a die, so that is only not enough. That's a 15. Adjusted.
With the flat-footed debuff, that will hit.
Oh, sweet. Hey, that's a 1 on the die for 4 damage.
4 damage to
Every
mitflit
little bit
A.
helps.
That's right.
Chipping
Had
away.
we
Chipping
hit
away.
who did Dry hit with the arrows? Was it A?
It was B. Yeah, B is way more injured right now, but A took some damage from the electric arc earlier this round and has now been hit by Mitchell. And that's going to take us to mitflit A. So mitflit A becomes spitting mad. You can see the rage in this thing's eyes. He turns around to face Mitchell, and he's going to step back. He's going to step away from him, scuttle toward the side of this chamber. He's going to take cover against the wall as his second action, and as his third action, he's going to pull that slingshot back and let loose a marble toward you. I need you to make a DC 16 reflex save, Mitch.
It's a 1 on the dice. That's not going to be it.
No! No! Critical failure. You become distracted by the marbles. You are clumsy too until the end of your next turn, as these marbles begin flowing. It's like 6 marbles just come toward you, but one marble in particular, representing the critical failure, hits you in your glands, man. It's not good. This is what it says as failure, but one of the marbles hits the creature somewhere sensitive, causing 1d6 non-lethal bludgeoning damage. Mitch, you just got hit in the balls by a marble from a slingshot.
Oh my God.
Brad, what's with your characters and
That fancy suit, but no cup.
Right. No.
5 damage.
Jesus.
So instead of building bone armor at the next camping session, I think you need to fashion yourself a cod piece there.
Yep.
Build
It's going to be a
a cup.
cod piece made out of a mitflit head.
Now, you guys know that I have my little goals, and I've done well tonight. I wanted to power attack with Valerie, got that done, and I wanted to get someone in the balls with the marble slingshot. I did that too. I'm in good shape. I'm feeling good. It's mitflit B's turn. Mitflit B is actually going to drop his slingshot, and he's going to take 2 actions, and he's going to begin casting a spell, which will trigger an attack of opportunity from Valerie, who is a fighter. And she will miss.
He should no longer be flat-footed if you didn't take that off. At the start of their turns, they lost that condition.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Now he is still frightened, though, so he begins emitting kind of this aura a little bit, and Valerie's going to begin taking certain penalties for the balance of this spell. This aura lets loose from this little mitflit. And then the mitflit's going to pull out a short sword, and that will finish his turn. Oh, looks like I screwed up on this mitflit casting. Let's give Valerie her will save that she would have had. She'll fail. Okay, so Valerie, as a result of this aura coming out of this, mitflit now will take a -1 status penalty to attack rolls as long as she remains in the area. However big that area is, you're not sure. So that was the end of B's turn. That's going to take us back around to the top of the round. Dry, round 2. What do you do?
Well, since I have my bow in my hand with a poison-tipped arrow notched, I'm going to go ahead and let that thing go.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Chris, get the deck out.
Wait, so, I mean, I got 2 decks. I got a crit deck and I got a fumble deck.
Oh.
We're going with the fumble
That's a good deck.
because that's a hard, hot one right there.
Oh, that's the way it goes.
And it's ranged, right?
Yeah.
Their second one this combat.
Backfire. You hit yourself instead of the target.
With a poison arrow?
With a poison
Oh my
arrow.
god.
Holy
Oh
shit.
no.
Wow. Okay.
Well, that took a turn. Roll damage.
I guess.
So I got to roll damage against myself. This
I
is
guess
horseshit.
you do. I don't know how this
Bet you roll
happened. I
high
guess
now.
you.
So that's a 2 on the die.
Okay. It's 2 damage, and you
2 damage
used
to
what?
me.
Centipede venom. Roll a fortitude save.
Where'd you shoot yourself? Like, that is a negligent
Well, 'cause I'm-
discharge if I
'cause
ever
I'm
heard
crouched
one.
down. Well, because I'm crouched down, so I was probably crouched trying to shoot and just probably just stuck an arrow in my foot. So what? I got my fort save.
Yeah, make a fortitude save.
The one-time poison works.
25 on my fort save.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, the giant centipede venom does not take hold in your bloodstream, and you're good to go. So you got an arrow sticking out of your foot and 2 actions left.
I feel like I shot the arrow and it went through the top of my boot and just kind of cut my toe.
Yeah.
And then skipped off onto the ground.
Yeah. But look on the bright side. You got 2 actions left. That's 2 more opportunities to roll a natural
Shoot
one.
your friends.
I'm just gonna shoot again.
Sure.
Try not to shoot myself in the foot with another poison arrow.
Give me another one.
No, but that's an 8 plus 8, so that's a 16 minus 5, so that's 11.
Yeah, that's not going to hit.
Well, that's it for me.
Don't you have a third action?
Oh, yeah. Let's just
Go for it, dude. What's the worst that could happen?
14 minus 10 is 4 plus 8, 12. Now it's not gonna
Yeah, same deal. All right, so arrows are raining for, well, 2 out of the 3 arrows come down the tunnel, and Valerie's looking back like, oh my god, these arrows. Bashk Trand.
Yeah.
Got one very injured-looking mitflit in front of you, and one pretty peppy-looking mitflit down there to the south. What do you do?
Yeah, and it was B that was casting, right? I saw them casting. So he's gonna move down here behind B.
Okay.
Which I think will put him back into flank.
B is now flanked in between you and Valerie, but you become subject to the aura B is emitting right now.
What do you need? A will save?
Yes, I do.
Oh, total of 14. I rolled really low.
That's a fail. You'll
Great.
begin taking a -1 status penalty to attack rolls.
Awesome. All right. Is that what's the is there a condition for that or just
It's not. It's just it's a status penalty, so it will not stack with other typed status penalties. But
Gotcha. Okay.
I believe that the clumsy gives you a circumstance penalty.
Yeah. Well, let's see if we can make it up here. So I'm going to roll for my attack roll, a total of 26 minus 1, so 25.
Oh, that'll hit.
All right. And so this was another new spell, Shocking Grasp.
Oh.
Yeah. So this will be...
Reach out and touch someone.
You shroud your hands in a crackling field of lightning. Make a melee spell attack roll. On a hit, the target takes 2d12 electricity damage. So let's roll that.
2d12 electricity damage?
2d12. Probably should have gone to the other one. Total of 18.
18 damage?
What?
Should have probably done that on A, but
He's quite dead. His head pops off, and it rolls around on the ground. His eyeballs are sticking out like Arnold Schwarzenegger style when he's on the face of Mars, you know?
Nice.
Well,
Total
one eyeball
Recall.
and a marble.
That's right. The ball bearing shoots out, hits Mitchell in the foot.
yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Nice
Oh, he
job,
wasn't wearing
Bash.
metal armor, was he? Because that would have added more. But
No,
didn't matter.
He's wearing.
That was fun.
Yeah, good job, man. So, are you just out of spell slots now, or what's the deal?
I've got one spell slot left.
Okay.
Use it or lose it.
Sirio.
So with my first action, I'm going to move up here so I can get line of sight on mitflit A,
Yeah.
and I will produce flame.
Uh-oh.
Got a 21 on
That'll hit.
the spell attack roll. Does 6 fire damage.
17 HP down, still going strong. Okay, that takes us then to Valerie. Valerie will step down south 1 square toward mitflit A, who is currently taking cover against this wall. She's going to throw down with that power attack again there, boys, because she loves it. I think that might have hit. +8. Yeah, she hits with the power attack. Oh, man. I love Valerie. She's so cool. She's going to do 2d8 +4. A 5 and a 6. That's 11 +4. 15 damage.
Damn, Valerie.
And she takes the head off of this mitflit, too. So now there's 2 mitflit heads in this chamber.
Yes.
And they are dead. This quiet falls down over the room.
Except for Mitch whimpering.
Yeah. Mitch, whose testicles are hurting right now. Probably both of them, judging by how badly he failed that reflex save. And the light, now you have a moment standing in this room. The light continues to shed off of the buckler, and you see in gory fashion what I alluded to earlier during the combat, that there are just these awful sort of displays on the walls, just these dismembered kobold parts, skins, teeth, hands, even a skull that's been crudely cleaned out, and almost like they're trying to make devices or inventions out of these parts. It is just an awful, awful sight. And as you look around, you see that there is a tunnel going to the southwest to proceed deeper down into this, and you realize that there is an evil in this tree, unlike maybe anything you have ever experienced. It might not be the organized evil of the Stag Lord, but there is truly a dark force operating down here in this tree. You shudder as you think what it might be like to proceed down deeper, but you know you have to do it, and we're going to do it next week, fellas.
Are we?
You're just going to make us wait in this,
Yeah, I'm afraid so, dudes.
this room of horrors.
Have a good night.
All right, good session, guys.
So this is way bigger than just clearing the shrubberies